Let's get the ball rolling. Alrighty. Another day, another dollar. Let's get the ball rolling. And here we go. Let's get a ball rolling. Let's get that ball rolling. Who's here tonight? Futuristic Drea. Guerrero. ¿Qué pasa, amigo? De Coffee. Hadrian. Interesting name. Hey, Doc's here. C13. Good evening. Hilton Blue. Renos. Health and Wealth. Jaja Lopez. FL Hockey 202. Preakshat. Fui. Full. Phil. Gerald Lane. Rich. Payap. Milton, Odam, Jeff, Dennis, welcome one, welcome all who walk and crawl. Tickets just 2 bits a hit. Manny Johnson's in the house. Pressure, what's happening? Oh, Stephen White, what's happening? Jabbar. Randy J, Chris Swisher. Hey, cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha. All right, we're getting ready to get started. Good evening, everyone. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow using nothing but pre-qualified dividend stocks. Now, here is where it gets a little on the important side. Pre-qualified dividend stocks are those stocks that have consistently increase their dividends to their shareholders for a minimum of 2 decades. That's 20 years. So I have 2 criteria and only 2 criteria when I'm looking at dividend stocks or when I'm looking at any investments. Number 1, is the company consistently profitable? Number 2, do they have weekly options available? Because I'm looking for weekly cash flow and I do not want to sit in front of my computer. I'm not going to show you double heads. I'm not going to show you head and shoulders. I'm not going to show you the pennant. I'm not going to show you all that weird stuff. You're looking for patterns. I'm not going to show you that. I'm just looking for the high, the low, and what direction the stock is going. It's that easy. Doc, you're over here now. Cool beans. Okay. D-Backs card. Okay. Colonel, how you doing? Ivan, how are you diving? John Sandlin. Juan Alvarez, ¿qué pasa, amigo? ¿Cómo está? ¿Está bien? ¿Y tú, eh? Joe, what's happening? Joe Berman, Steve Government. Okay, all right, so anyway, all that being said, let's get started. Let's start out with a stock that you guys all know and love, U.S. Steel. It's already up here on the board, so why don't we take a gander and see what happened with U.S. Steel today? Okay, so U.S. Steel today, take a look. That's where it is. Now, let's go back a little bit and start with the 1-year chart first. Every night, he's on it. Say, hey, Steve, Government, what's happening? Yep, every night, except for, wait a minute, I'm not here on Friday nights, and I'm not here on Saturday nights, but every other night. So thankful. Way to go, Steve. All right, we're going to go back, and we are going to look at the whole thing, the whole shittin' shebangle, whatever you want to call it. Okay, we're gonna look at the whole thing. Okay, here we go. This is the 1-year chart. Every time you open up your Thinkorswim, you're gonna be faced with the 1-year chart. 52 weeks, 1 year ago today, right there. Today, right here. Everything else is in between. Okay, so the high, the low. Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? Now, look at the direction. You're looking for 5 things. 1, the high. 2, the low. 3, where was it a year ago? 4, where is it now? And 5, just take your finger and trace it out. Okay? Down, sideways, down, up. Okay, that's basically where it is. 38.82 is the current price. That's the closing price of the day. Duh! Please play a Cahoots. Yeah, no. Hey, can you start? No, I don't do the Cahoots. Terribly sorry. I'm not here for that kind of entertainment. TikTok, dude. Oh, your chart channel. Alrighty then. So here we go. Do you like US Steel? That should be the very first question. Do you like US Steel? Well, I like US Steel. I actually own some US Steel, but I own it at 41, which is right here. Oh, the stock's right here at the moment, but I got in here. All right, so my stock is down a little bit, but I still get 1% to 2% every single week. Alexa, lower. Alexa, lower. Thank you. Does anybody actually say thank you to Alexa? TikTok, I'm doing fine. Tariffs will help. Maybe, maybe not. We will soon find out, won't we? Team Snag and Whiskers. Walmart is really trending up. Definitely not at low, but looks good and good premiums. Alrighty then. We'll take a look at Walmart after we finish up with US Steel. Okay, so here's the high, 48. The bottom's down here at 27. Okay, down, up, down, up, down, up. So here's where we are right now. Let's zoom in, take a look at the 90 days, because the 90 days will give us an idea of what kind of a pattern are we looking at. Now, again, 5 things. High, a low, where was it, where is it, what's the direction? Up, down, up, down, up. All right, that's where we are. Now, the next 30 days. So I go to the 1-year chart, 90-day chart, 30-day chart, and then the seasonality chart. So I go look at 4 charts. So last 30 days, here we go. Sideways, up, and then down. Okay, well, here's the high, and here's the low. The same day, the high and the low, all on the same day. Okay, we're at 38.82. What does it look like for next week? The 39s are going for 97 cents. 97 for the 39s. That's just a little bit below 3% if you like US Steel. All right, so let's take a look. And let's actually do a trade on it, all right? New Life Management. Well, thank you kindly. Do I like Papa? All right. Albert wants to take a look at ADM. That's Archer Daniel Midland, right? ADM. Archer Daniel Midland. All right, we'll take a look at that one. Let me write that one down because somebody wants to take a look at Walmart first. So we'll put in Wally World, WMT, and ADM. Archer Daniel Midland. Not AMD. There's a big difference between AMD and ADM. Smarty Marty, Cool Beans, Mohammed, thank you for that. DC Realty Online, cool. Mike Carney, alrighty. Could you give me your email, please? No, my email, see, you're on YouTube. So everything about me is on YouTube. Okay, my email address, my phone number, and my business address. So you can dig for it and find it, it's there. Oksana, Kagdala, Harasho, or Barjalsta. One of those. All right. GPUS. What the heck is GPUS? GPUS. All right, we'll take a look at it. All right, well, we're still looking at US Steel. Now, US Steel at the moment, the 39s are going for 97 cents to 115. That's right around a little less than 3%. Okay, great. I like 3%. So let's see what it comes. Now, for those of you that are new here, this trading strategy I'm about to show you came about when my 9-year-old daughter, okay, jumped up on my lap back in 2008 and said, Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me? Okay. So, to spend some quality, daddy-daughter time, I decided to teach her how to trade. So I had to come up with a trading strategy specifically for her. So to come up a little easier for you guys to understand this a little better, let's bring her to light. right. Right there. Okay. YouTube channel. That's all my social media. You guys know what to do with all that stuff. All right. Videos. Here we go. Now, I want to go to the oldest videos. Okay. 15 years ago. Here's the princess right here.
230 days in later. Hi, I'm JC, and I'm
Whoa.
In less than 3 minutes, I'm going to teach you how to make more than the average trader. There are 5 keys. Key number 1, there are 156 companies paying over 10% yield this year. There are 250 trading days in later. That's what I would do, and what I'm going to do, you don't need to own stock for a whole year. That's just silly.
Well, that's JC. Me and her, we had a lot of fun. That's not the one I usually always show, but I figured, you guys probably get tired of that one. But here's the thing. To teach a 9-year-old how to trade stock successfully, it had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. Can you look at STSS? Mohammed, how are you today? All right, so I'm going to pause it right here. So now when you guys are asking questions, please do me a favor. Ask the question only once. I will answer every single question before the night is over. So please just ask the question once. Andre, I'm going to get to that question in a minute. We're going to finish up with U.S. Steel. We're going to actually do a trade so you can see what a simple trading strategy a covered call is. Now, the easiest strategy is buying a stock. That's it. Just buying a stock. That's the easy. But it's not predictable, and you don't know when it's going to be profitable. So for me, simple, safe, predictable, and consistent, that's what I'm looking for. It's got to be an easy trade. It's got to be simple, so it's easy to understand, especially for a 9-year-old. And then the profit's got to be consistent, and they got to be predictable. So I'm going to show you the trading strategy. I like to call it Dividend Capturing 2.0. It is what it is. Okay, GPUS has at least amount of outstanding shares I've seen since BRK. Okay. I can't even read that name. Ace Venom. Oh, there you go. Ace Venom. Got to chime in with that cryptocurrency. Okay, I don't know what you crypto guys actually think when you see a trading show that says dividend investing. For some strange reason, you want to get in there and throw that cryptocurrency in there for some strange reason. Like I'm going to be so overwhelmed with joy to see it, I'm going to go stop everything and get, no. Sorry, dude, backing up the wrong tree. I don't do cryptocurrency. All right, so we're going to do a practice trade on U.S. Steel. Let's get rid of this. We're going to look at the 39s. First thing I want to do is I want to change this right here to a covered call. It's the safest strategy that I know of, that I know exactly what I'm going to make before I even do the trade. Because most people buy a stock and hold on to it, hoping it goes higher and then selling it. Because see, I know what profit I'm going to make before I even do the trade at all. See, I already know what it's going to be. And I don't want to spend all day long sitting in front of a computer. No, that doesn't work for me. All right, I'm going to do one contract just to give you an idea of how the flow goes and what it should sound like. Okay, now I always change it from a limit order to a market order. And the difference between a limit order and a market order. A market order, the market maker is required by law to fill it at whatever price he posts. See, right now, I can't see it. I'm going to move this out of the way. Move this. All right, right there. Here's the bid. Here's the ask. If I say I want the market order, that's it right there. That's what I'm getting. If I want to do a limit order, now a lot of people say only do limit orders. Limit orders, you get to be, I don't know, you get to decide what you want to pay. It might not get filled, but you get to decide. Say, I want to pay this much, and that's all I want to pay. Limit order. Don't be surprised if it sits there all day long and never gets filled. Market order, the market maker is required to fill it instantaneously. So I always, when I'm entering into a position, I'm buying and selling at the exact same time. I'm buying the stock, I'm selling the option at the exact same time. So they're linked together, so market order, they both fill instantaneously, and I already know what I'm making. All right, so that being said, let's do this one right here. I'm going to set it at 39 because that's where it is at the moment. Here's what the trade sounds like. Buy one covered call X, US Steel 100. That lets the broker know that it is a weekly trade. 21 February 25. That's next Friday. So whoever buys this option from me, they can do whatever they want between when they pay for the option and the time in which it expires, 3:59 p.m. Friday afternoon. Not tomorrow, but next Friday. So when I say consistent and predictable, I already know what the maximum profit on this trade is going to be, and I haven't even made it yet. I'm not buying the stock and hoping it goes up. I'm buying it and I'm selling it at almost the exact same price I paid for it. Because the price right now, the last price, $38.82. That's the last price. So what's going to open up tomorrow? Probably right around 39. Now just keep in mind that in the morning when the market opens up, all the numbers are going to change. But the mathematics and the equations don't change. What am I paying? What am I selling? What am I receiving? What's the interest rate? Am I making my 1% or am I not? If I'm not making my 1%, I don't want to do it. Okay? 5 or 10 minutes a day, that's usually all it takes me to do mine. Now, you're not going to do 5 or 10 minutes once you first get started. It's going to take you a while to get to that point. But it's repetition. Like when you first learned to drive a car, you didn't know everything at first. Okay. Over the years, you start to learn. You start to get a feel for the vehicle. You can feel when the steering wheel is shimmying. Well, what does that mean? Well, at first, you have no clue. After a while, when it's shimmying like that, you either got mud in the tires or your tires are out of balance. Okay? Or you have a low on air. But as you progress, you get better and better and better. Same thing with trading. Anything new, it takes time and practice. I always tell people to do a paper trading account before they do anything else. Get used to it. Ooh, look, I got some roses. Yeah, ooh, look at that, roses. Rattle, rattle, yeah. All right, anyway, thank you. All right. The 39 call option against the stock, X, at the market to open. That's the order right there. Now, underneath it, the very first line you're going to see is the break even. If the stock is above 37.82 come next Friday at 4 p.m., anything over 37.82 is going to be a profit. Now, it goes all the way from 37.82 to 39 because I'm selling the 39. After that, I can't make any more. So I'm limited on what I can make. The maximum profit I'm going to make is 118 per contract. One contract, 118. 2 contracts, that's 118 times 2. What is that, 238? No, 236. Okay, then just go so on and so forth after that. 3 contracts, 5 contracts, 10 contracts. Whatever you can afford, whatever you're comfortable with. Never do something you don't understand. Oh, I forgot about that, didn't I? Okay, remember the 5 criteria? It had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. I'm talking about my daughter. That's what I created for her. So those 5 rules that came along with it. Rule number 1, never buy something you don't understand. If you don't understand it, when I say understand it, that means you should know whether or not it has stock options against it. Okay? Do they have options available? Are they weekly options or are they monthly options? You should also know what is the book value. Because if the company has to liquidate, what are you getting? Okay? You should also know if they have dividends. If they do have dividends, how consistently have they increased their dividends? And are they one of those companies that the dividends just go up, 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 or does it go up, down, up, down, up, down? Okay, we're going to see some of those later on in the evening. We always do, even though I tell people consistency of profitability is a big factor. Somebody always throws out something that's not consistently profitable, but we'll take a look at that anyway. All right, so let's take our calculator and figure out what rate of return are we getting on this particular trade. All right, that being said, let's bust out the calculator. Here it is right here. Calculator over here, over to that screen right there. All right, let's clear that. Now, the very next line, max profit, is $118 per contract. Now, to find out what the weekly rate of return is going to be, we got to divide the profit, 118, by the cost of the trade plus commissions and fees. And Thinkorswim gives it to you right here. Cost of trade, including commissions and fees, $3,782. Now, you're not spending that money as if you're never going to get it back. You're going to own a portion of a very good company. When you sell the stock, you're getting all that money back, plus the profit. That's why we're here. We're here to make a profit. Okay? I don't know about you guys. I'm retired. That means I got to come up with money somewhere. I'm only 61, so I don't qualify for Social Security, and I really don't think Social Security is going to make a difference in my life whatsoever. Okay? All right, that being said, we take the profit of 118 and we divide it by what the trade actually costs. 3,000, right there, see? 3,782. 3,782. And that gives me a grand total of 3.1% for 1 week. So, 3.1%. Well, I like U.S. Steel. I actually own some, so I'm not going to buy some more, but, it is what it is. Now, I own it at 41, like I said. Hold on a second. Let's see where I'm standing with U.S. Steel. So, if you like U.S. Steel, that might be something to think about, if you like it. Now, I don't make suggestions. I don't make recommendations. I don't give advice. The only advice I give is education. Never blindly listen to anybody online. Do your own research. Make your own decisions. Stop giving your money to someone else. Take responsibility for your own money. You got two choices. That's it. And don't let anyone kid you otherwise. You either take control of your own money and do it yourself, or you give it to someone else and let them do it for you. It's really not that difficult. Rule number 1, never buy something you don't understand. Make sure you understand the company before you buy it. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. It defeats the purpose of the game. Yes, it is a game. Rule number 3, make sure the company is consistently profitable. Now, we check every single week to see how many stocks are available to choose from, how many different companies. Last time we checked, I think it was Monday, 9,875 companies as of Monday are available for you to invest in at any moment in time during the week. Well, that's a lot to choose from. So I have 2 criteria for the companies that I personally choose myself. Number 1, consistency of profitability. Are they continuously profitable? Means year after year after year after year. 2 decades minimum. 20 years of increased profitability. That narrows it down really huge. But second criteria I'm looking for, weekly stock options available. Not monthlies. Monthlies just don't work. The numbers just don't. So weekly options and consistency of profitability. Those are the only 2 criteria. Interesting thing about those 2 criteria, it knocks out 98% of everything else. So I want the top 2. The top 2%. That's it. That's about 300 different companies. Anyway, let's keep going. So we did U.S. Steel. Next. I got to take a look at some of these questions over here on YouTube. They just keep on rattling around. Alrighty. All right, wow, where are we? Ace Venom. Okay, GPUS has the least amount of. Okay, all right, hold on a second. Let's take a gander. GPUS. GPUS. Hell no. That was quick, wasn't it? Okay, there's 9,875 companies. Why the hell would I pick that one? No. Sorry, dude. All right, next. Malachi. One of the Malachi brothers. Cool beans. I'm trying to send you a picture of what being broadcast on your second YouTube channel with the charts. It's showing a picture of you. Oh, uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, wait a second. That should do it. Sorry about that. It's one of those things. I'm just getting used to the new software and the new hardware. All right. So hopefully that works. Okay, Ace Venom. Okay, dude, I would really love to have a chat with you. Just, so I can kind of think, so I kind of get an idea of what you're thinking. So you think XRP, which is what, 2, 3, 4 years old, is better than US Steel, which is over 100 years old? Now, XRP may be the hottest thing since sliced butter, but, sorry. Okay, I'm old school. I am so old school, I write shit down. Okay? I write shit down and I actually use the phone as it was intended. Hello, this is James. That kind of shit. I don't know. Okay, you want to have a conversation with me? Great. Leave me a number. I will give you a call. Surprises the hell out of me. Funny thing is, anywhere between 8,000 and 30,000 people will come across my website every single night. And I say the same thing. You want to chat? Send me your phone number. I'll give you a call. 1, 2. That's about it. 1 or 2 a day. That's all that ever sends a number. I call them. They say, holy shit, I didn't think you were going to call. Yeah, I actually do call. Okay, I don't do Telegram. I don't do WhatsApp. Okay, I don't text messages. I don't do video crap. I don't do any of that. I actually pick up the phone and call people. Okay? It's very hard to mimic my voice, my attitude, and my disposition. Yeah, AI hasn't gotten that good yet. Anyway, let's keep on keeping on. All right, that being said. So Ace Venom thinks XRP is the same as stocks. No, it ain't, dude. All right, Steve Andreas. He likes the way I teach. Keep it up. Way to go. Mr. Omison? Oh, Mr. Q Mason. Travelers. I don't think Travelers, TVR. Whoops. I don't think Travelers is a weekly optionable stock. TVR. No. TRV. TRV. Yeah. Sorry, dude. It's a monthly optionable stock. Okay? Look at here. February, March, April, July, October, January. Yeah. That's what it's called, a monthly optionable stock, which means I can only do an option once a month. So how would I get 1% a week when I can only do it once a month? So, no, I'm sorry, dude. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. God bless you from Jehovah's Witnesses. Thank you. Yo, my boy, James, speaking facts. Tyrone, what's happening? Buy them stocks low. Okay. This is the same concept of trading crypto. You should use your knowledge and try it out. Okay, so Ace Venom, again. I don't do cryptocurrency because if I did, I would have to sit in front of my computer all day long. I have no desire to do that. Right now, there is no cryptocurrency that I know of that has weekly options against them, which means I can't take my cryptocurrency, sell somebody the option to buy it from me at a certain price by a certain date. That doesn't exist yet. Until it does, fine. So you're looking at cryptocurrency. You're the younger generation. I get it. You want something hot. You want something that's moving. I get it. I do, really. I'm 61. When you get to 61, you don't want to take those kind of risks. And I don't want to risk. My younger days, yes, I would. Okay, I have no desire whatsoever to take a big chunk of my money, put it here, and just watch it. No. No, no, no. I like safety, predictability, and consistency of profits. That's what I want. Cryptocurrency is not there yet. The stock market has been around for over 400 years. 1602, the very first dividend stock was sold with the promise of sharing in the profits. Okay, it was a very successful company. It ran 198 years and it paid an average of 18% per year. The very first dividend stock. Okay, XRP, that's kind of like taking the keys to your brand new Rolls and say, there you go, buddy, I know you're only 12 years old, but have fun. Yeah, no, sorry. A little bit more time into cryptocurrency, a little bit more safety features, then maybe. Until then, no. But, good luck to you. You're probably making more money than I am, but I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for the safety and the predictability. Okay? All right, so let's keep on going. What else do we got? Candy D, which is covered call. Okay, get it. He only teaches one strategy. Thank you. Can you get out of a covered call early? Yes, you can. Subscribed. Thank you for the free knowledge. You're welcome. Zahid, James, you bought Intel at 2170. Cool beans a couple of weeks ago. And my initial covered call was 22. Later, the price dropped a lot, and I sold covered call February 14th, 1950, which is deep in the money now. Dude, you got to roll that one forward. Now, I'm not telling you what to do. Okay, if you're part of my morning trading group, we'd actually look at the trade, show you the other ways to be able to not lose. So as the stock increases, you can roll it forward over and over and over again and continuously get some more money every single week. Appreciate a solution. Okay, Zahid, drop me your number. I'll give you a call. Steve's here. Cheat page is showing software home page of video controls. All right, Steve, I have no idea what that means, but okay. All right, that message was held for review. That's usually not a good thing. Burke, do you turn off the broadcast and go to sleep? Please don't talk. Burke, thank you very much. Can't have enough trolls in the world. Crap page off kilter. Okay. Woohoo, Zephyrill. Easy on the TV. Television died, man. Yep. Second feed now long. Okay. Yes. Okay. Malachi. All right. I woke up this morning and my left cool beans. Good evening, James. Gone fishing, not working. Cool beans. Trade. Good morning. All right. From Singapore. Way to go. Do you invest in Bitcoin? No, I do not, Mr. Abu. All right. So over here to TikTok. What kind of questions do we have over here? All right. So STSS, you say. Okay, Mr. Ayub. Ayub? No, I don't do cryptocurrency because it is too new. It has not gone through the growing pains yet. There's no safety features whatsoever. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the idea of cryptocurrency. I can't stand going to one of my apps and transferring money from one place to another and have to wait 3 to 5 days for it to clear. And then being charged for that impatient service. Okay? I would love to instantaneously take money from here to there instantaneously. I'd love that. There's too many cracks for people to steal money in cryptocurrency. No thanks. Okay? You think of an advantage of getting out of a covered call early? No, there is really no advantage. Okay, some people just want to hold on to the stock. They buy a stock, they sell a covered call, get that little bit of income, but as the stock moves up, they don't want to let it go. Well, then why are you doing this strategy if you don't want to let it go? That's the whole idea of it. You buy the stock at a certain price. You sell somebody the rights to buy it from you for that same price. You collect your 1, 2, 3% for the week, and then somebody buys that stock from you, and then Monday you go and you do another different stock. I have no idea why people do what they do. All I know is a strategy. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it's working fine, leave it alone. Okay, so what I'm doing works just fine. So I don't try to change it. So if you take a look at my old videos, let's do this one more time. YouTube. Going back to YouTube again, look at some old videos. Videos. Oldest. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, take a look at this one.
Sideways. We have uptick on Friday. We don't know if that's going to push it up. The dividend could bring it back up. We don't know.
1 year, 90 days, 30 days. Let's pause this. This has some nice movement. 90 days looks like nothing is going to stop this. Last 30 days confirms upward trend into a dividend play. Do you see how long ago I did this one? March 23rd, 2013. Okay, you find hundreds of videos. I have over 870 videos already. But I deleted a whole bunch of them because they're all basically the same thing. These are the stocks I'm looking at. Okay, what's the 1 year chart look like? What's the 90-day chart look like? What's the 30-day chart look like? Does it look like a good play? If it does, let's do it. So I've been doing it for a very long time. And the videos, a lot of them are still available. Some of them I did delete because nobody was watching them. Anyway, how many people actually watched this video? 103 views. That's it. It's been there since 2013 and only 103 people have looked at it. So yeah, that's the reason why I got rid of a lot of the videos. But some of them I left up there for posterity. I think that's the right word. All right, let's get out of here. Okay, back to where we were. So what are we going to look at now? Can you think of advantage? Can we call it early? No. Oh, what is the highest percentage you have seen on a covered call? I think it was like 18% was like the highest for 1 week. 5 days, 18%. I was like, holy cow. Yeah, I'm going to do that one. All right, anyway. STSF. I never heard of it. More than likely, it's going to be a no. And it is. Imagine that. What do we have next? Andrea. Andrea, I saw your question and just disappeared on me. There we go. Sorry, yesterday I hit you up with Whirlpool without. I thought it was a weekly. It's a monthly. Okay, Andrea, Whirlpool used to be a weekly, but then they changed to monthly. Pressure. What happens if the stock doesn't move or goes down? Okay, so pressure. Remember when I said never buy something you don't understand? Well, let's add to that just a little bit. Rule number 1. Never buy a stock unless you are prepared to hold on to it. It's like most people buy stocks and they hold on to them for decades. Years and years and years and years. And they look at it once or twice a year and they collect dividends. That's what normal people do. Well, I'm not normal. I have no problem saying that. I've been described as a unicorn in a sea of donkeys. That was the description someone gave me once. Okay, so yeah, if you like a stock, it doesn't matter whether it goes up or down. If you like it and it makes sense to you, that's your indication whether or not to buy it. Whether or not you're making money off of it is a different story, because before you learned this strategy, you just find a stock and buy it. Well, this is doing the same thing, except when you buy a stock that you like, you sell somebody the rights to buy it from you, collect additional premium, some additional money. There are a lot of ways to tweak this. So you get to keep the stock and you get to keep the run-up. Okay, there are ways of doing it. There are strategies to do that. Here, I only teach one strategy because I have to draw the line somewhere. I could teach you everything I know, but a lot of you get confused, and it's like, what the hell is he talking about? So I teach one strategy and only one for free. All right, so I figured, my good deed for the year, I guess. I don't know how you want to explain it, but I'm kind of setting up a video log for my children and my grandchildren. So you saw a video of me in 2013. Okay, to this date, my children and my grandchildren still haven't watched them, but at least they're there. So when I am no longer here, I will leave something behind for them. And you guys are just, here to participate, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully learn something. Joseph, stop talking. Oh, terribly sorry, Joseph. SU. Isn't that Suncor? SU? Yeah, Suncor. Okay. Interesting. Check out the top right here. 42. Or the bottom right here. 33. Look at the movement. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Interesting. Okay, do you like Suncor? That's an interesting question. All right, well, let's take a gander at it. A year ago, wait a second, $40. The 40 is going for, let's change this. Okay, take a look at the numbers. 40.67. So we'll be looking at the 40.50, 30 to 38. That's not 1%. So why would I invest in something that's not giving me what I'm looking for? This is where I say, that's a no. Okay, if it's not giving me 1%, there are plenty of other stocks that will. So I'm going to say no to SU. Appreciate what you're doing. Thank you, Mr. Mason. What is the strategy called? Dividend capturing 2.0. Looks like my blood sugar graph. Buy and hold stock. Wants to take a look at Honeywell. We'll take a look at that in a minute. I'll write that one down. HON. All right. Let's go back to TikTok. Mohammed, EDSA. Never heard of it. And usually, if it's something I've never heard of, more than likely it's going to be a no. EDSA. It's not fun being right all the time. EDSA, no. Okay, it doesn't have options. You can't understand a word of that audio. Alexa, off. Right, Smarty Marty, I'm not quite sure why you can't understand the audio. You're the only one that said something about the audio. All right, so let's keep on going. What do we have here? Teamwork, thank you. Steve, Government. I like ODTE. I love exotic buds, but I scalp. Okay. Now, ODTE, I know that's not one that I do, because I looked at it once before. ODTE. ODTE. Can't find that symbol. RDTE. Okay, but not ODTE. All right. Andrew Mercado. BX. Is that it's either Baxter or Blackstone? Blackstone. Okay. Dude, hell no. Look at this. Okay? Look. 188, drop. It dropped $28 and it's still going down. Okay, now don't get me wrong, it may be a good stock for all I know, but I'm not jumping into anything that's looking like that. Now, we'll keep an eye on it. I'm actually going to write it down, so we'll keep our eye on it to see when it hits the bottom, turns around and goes back up, and then we'll check and see what the numbers look like. But right now, it's like grabbing a falling knife. Yeah, no thank you. All right? But we'll keep an eye on it. BX. I'll put it down for next week because we're into Wednesday. Okay, today's Wednesday, so tomorrow's Thursday. Wait a minute. Today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. So yeah, we wouldn't even be thinking about this until next week anyway, because I like 2 days to the upside. Well, we don't know if it's going to be lower tomorrow. It could very well be. Don't know. All right, hold on. BX. Okay, we'll take a look at it next week. So if you show up next week, we're going to take a look at it. Rizzo, dude, we chatted yesterday, and you asked me about JEPQ yesterday. I told you no yesterday. What makes you think I would change my mind from yesterday until today? Or were you hoping all the gray here gave you an idea that I might forget? The dad we wish we all had, Steve Government. No, you don't. I was extremely strict. Extremely. Okay? I'm Gen X. No such thing as a safe space. Yes, I hit my kids with a belt when they deserved it, but they knew they deserved it. The first couple of times, it's like, no. You know, they learn really damn quick. When dad says no, it fucking means no. Okay? None of this mom kept, oh, it's my baby. None of that bullshit. Okay, I grew up in a time where we did get our asses whooped if we did something wrong. There were no safe spaces, and we really don't care about your feelings. Sorry. The world is not a nice place. Okay, get used to it quick. So, Rizzo, we talked about this yesterday. JEPQ, double hell no. Sorry. Check out the numbers. Check out the consistency of profitability, and then check out what the yield is. The yield, you're putting money into this JEPQ, what are you getting in return? Isn't it like 3% or 4%, something really crazy, stupid like that? Let's take a quick look, only for the fun of it. Let's go back over to here. JEPQ. Okay, summary, here we go, JEPQ, are you ready? The yield's 9%. Okay, 9%. Not bad. Okay, there's some of them that's a hell of a lot worse than 9%. But here's the thing. Now, we talked about this yesterday. If I'm making 1% every single week, what makes you think I would be interested in something that's only paying 9%? And then take a look at the historical data. The historical data, that is the numbers on how wonderful the dividends are. Let's see all the dividends maximum. Okay. 2022 is the very first dividend they paid out. Now, we're in 2025. So that's 2 years, 2.5 years. Why the hell would I throw my Lamborghini keys to a 2-year-old? Oh, hell no. I'm not putting my money into a company that's 2 years old. You do what you want. No, thank you. Okay, we talked about this yesterday. The numbers just ain't there. It's not even 2 years old or 3 years old yet. No. All right, let's keep on going. All right, Mr. Mason wants to look at Mickey D's. MCD. Yeah, no. So, wasn't that quick? That was quick. Okay, see where it is? It's at a 30-day high. Actually, it's at a 90-day high. No, I don't buy at the high of anything. You see here, it went up, it came down. That's where I want to buy, down there. It went up, it came down. That's where I want to buy, right there. You got a gap up here. Well, here it is now. It's coming back down. Do you know how I know? 277, 312, 10, 20, 30, almost $40 increase. Yeah, there's going to be profit taking any day now. Now, no. Sorry. Hello from Ohio. All right, short USDCA. That's, no. Mom says hi. All right, my evil twin. Oh, Dad says EHY. Yep. Is your shirt backwards? Exactly. My shirt is backwards. Okay, Mr. Premium. Macy's, Walgreens, and Altria. I like all three of those. You know what the funny thing about that is? I actually own all three of those: Macy's, Walgreens, and Altria. Anyway, let's keep going over here at TikTok, see what kind of questions we had. Garrett, what do I think of Antero Midstream? Garrett, you got to give me the ticker symbol because there's 9,875 companies. You can't possibly expect me to know all of them. So you sold the calls on them, then what happened? Okay, Usky, you had to be more specific. So you sold the calls, and then what happened? I wait for it to expire. All right, Steve Andreas, XRP XLM. How about no and no? What's your take on those two? Okay, so Steve Andreas. I understand sometimes people can get excited about someone looking at stocks and whatnot, giving advice or giving opinions and shit like that, whatever you think it is going on here. But apparently you didn't read the title. The title says Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow. So why are you showing me, what do they call those things, cryptocurrency? Okay, they're not dividend stocks. So what makes you think I'd be interested in them? Sorry. Sweet Dan. All right, Hims. Oh, Steven wants to take a look at Hims. Even though Hims is a big fat no. All right, fuck no. What makes you think that's a good idea? It's great if you're selling it. If you bought it down here and it's like, hey, it's at an all-time high. Let's sell it. Yeah, great. Why am I looking at it? To tell you, yeah, you're right. It is at a high. Yeah, you should be getting rid of it. Or you should be selling puts on it and have it dropping down like a rock. Because if it goes from $25 to $60, that's a $35 increase. Is that right? 25 to 60? Yeah, $35. That's more than 100% increase. From the beginning of January to right now is 100% increase. What makes you think that's going to continue up without any profit taking? Profit taking drops. Okay? Yeah, so Hims, no. Sorry. What do I think about next decade stock next? Oh boy. William, how are you tonight? Next. N-E-X-T. No. Wasn't that quick? William? Okay. Monthly options. Okay. February, March, April, July, January. Those are months. Those are monthly options. February, 21 February, 28 February, 7 March, 14 March, 21 March, 28 March. Those are weeklies. So a weekly option I can do every single week. Monthly options I can do once a month. Once a month? No, doesn't work. The numbers just don't work. Weeklies, yes. Monthlies, no. I only have two criteria. 2, consistency of profitability and weekly options. That's it. So let's keep doing this. What's next? All right. Great Steel Pan Tunes. All right. Thank you, Anik. Alexa, smooth jazz.
There's a station you might like. Smooth jazz on Amazon Music.
What's my opinion of Oracle for a dividend stock? Low grade 26. Oracle. Okay, I like Oracle. It's on my list. I have bought Oracle. Uh-oh. No, that's Orchard. ORC? Oh, I thought we were talking about Oracle. No. ORC's a no. Okay, monthly. 857. There is no 857. There's a 750. It's going for $1. But if I buy it at 857 and selling it for 750, I lose $1. I'm paying 5 cents. Oh hell no. And that's for a month. Yeah, no. Sorry. U.S. Steel has negative earnings per share. Dividend is small. Hold that thought. Oh yeah, look at that. The dividend is small. You are right. The dividend is small for U.S. Steel. Still have some anyway. Was X a good stock and what price, please? Okay, now U.S. Steel, I jumped in at 41. Now for the first 3 or 4 weeks, we got 3%, 4%, 5%. Now I'm only getting 2% every. Ooh, look at that. Who gave me that thing? That's funny. Yeah. Sinbad, method of made over 20 grand using your method, but bought 50 coals at 14.30 and not doing cost averaging. Okay, you need 100 shares in order to be able to do one contract. But I'm glad you made 20 grand. That's cool. Dr. Fauci, 1990. I have no idea what that means. Just taking a break for now and hope to recover on calls. Okay. Andrew, TTD. What the heck is TTD? TTD. The trade desk. Holy shit. Well, no, that's interesting. That's makes me want to think. Look at this. The high's here. Bottom's here. Look at this. She jumps up, drops down. Look at the big drop today from 120 to 82. That's a big gap down. Why did that happen? Well, let's try to find out why. Okay, here's the low of the year, 71. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. Here's the low of the year here at 71. Here's the high, 141. Yesterday we're at 120. Today, apparently, the earnings or the dividend, apparently something didn't look right. But look at the dividends. 26, 39, 41, 50 something. But it had this big drop down. Why? I don't know. All around 20. What's happening? Okay. Let's keep on going. I'm thinking Walgreens next week. B-Rad Daddy. No margin call this week is enough for me. No margin call this week. Yeah, I had a margin call this week too. But then again, I got 7 accounts, but I only had a margin call on 1. It's okay. Threw some more money in and made a couple of trades this morning. All right. What are we looking at? Yeah, I really want to know what happened here. So keep our eye on it. As soon as this thing turns, you know that thing's going to go up tomorrow. Normally it's going to go up after a big drop like that. Alrighty. Starman 908. You sound like Saul Goodman from TV show Breaking Bad. Okay. Thank you. I think. Alright. Don't. Okay, B-Rad Daddy wants to take a look at Walgreens, WBA. Now, I do have some WBA. Interesting. Now, I'm looking for 5 things when I look at the chart. The high, the low, where was it, where is it, what's the direction? Down, sideways, up, down. Okay, simple enough, right? So let's look the last 90 days. Well, here's the last 90 days right about here. High, low, where was it, where is it? Down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, 2 days to the upside after a bottom. That's like a perfect time to enter. But what does it normally do this time of year? Last 30 days. Let's go 30 days, 30 days, 30 days. Here we go. Here's the last 30 days. 1 gap down, 2 gap downs, 3 gap downs. Gaps have a tendency to fill. So this one's going to fill pretty soon. And then that one will fill. And eventually this one will fill. So this thing should come back up eventually. Because we looked at Walgreens and we looked at the book of value for Walgreens. All around, hello tonight, James. Can you look at ELF for next week? Trying to learn this stuff. Okay, so if you're trying to learn this stuff, we'll take a look at ELF for you. All right. And I'll give you my opinion. It's just an opinion. It's not advice. Susie, Amy, how are you? Honey, you really got to give me a call. You can see all the interesting, fun things that I'm up to nowadays. Anyway, nice seeing you here. Hello, hello, hello. Tell Mikey I said, yo. And, oh, did you a grandma yet? I'm a grandpa. Imagine that, somebody's making me a grandpa. We'll chat. Anyway, let's keep on keeping on. WBA. All right. The last 30 days. Here we go. Here's your high right here. Here's your low right there. Look at this. Down. We got this bottom here, and she's bouncing off the bottom. Now, you can only have one bottom in the year, and you can only have one top in the year. So when she drops down here, if this is the bottom for the year, this is the time to buy, if it is the bottom. Well, what we're going to find out tomorrow. Well, I like 2 days to the upside. Today and yesterday was higher than Tuesday. She gapped down on Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday making the 30-day bottom. Actually, the bottom of the year, but okay. And then we have Wednesday higher, today higher. So if tomorrow's higher, that's like a perfect time to jump in. Hold on, I got a couple questions over here. Mr. Premium. Ooh. C, with Citigroup, BAC, Bank of America, VZ, Verizon. I like all three of those. I don't own any of them at the moment, but I still like them. Okay, now you did come up with Macy's, Walgreens, and Altria. I do have those three. I don't have the new three you just asked. So, let's keep looking at Walgreens. Let's actually do a covered call so you see what it looks like. Okay? So, let's get rid of this. Let's change this from single to a covered call. And we're at 990 at the moment. Look at that, 990. So the closest strike price is going to be the 10. So let's click on the 10 right here. Okay, we're buying it, and we want to change it from 10 contracts all the way down to 1. So you see what 1 is going to cost. And then you figure out on your own whether or not that makes sense. Now, I'm also changing it from a limit order to a market order only because I want it filled first thing in the morning. I want it filled instantaneously at 9:30 in the morning if I'm going to buy it. All right, so here's the trade right here. Okay, I'm buying the stock, selling the option. Let's see what it looks like. Let's hear what it says. Confirm and send. Here's Johnny. Buy 1 covered call, WBA, Walgreens. 21 February 25. That means the option is going to expire next Friday afternoon at 3:59 p.m. Because at 4 o'clock, the market's closed, you are done. So whoever buys this option, they have the right to do whatever they want between when they buy the option and before the expiration date at 3:59 p.m. next Friday, the 21st of February. The $10 call strike against the stock, WBA, at the market to open. So that's the order, that green line right there. WBA recently got rid of the dividends, though. Yep, I'm well aware of that. But we've been following WBA for almost a year, so we're really good at tracking where it is. And the only reason why they got rid of their dividends was because, I know a lot of you Democrats are going to hate this, was because the last administration did not want to prosecute theft. So people walked in, stole a whole bunch of shit, and it affected the bottom line to a point where Walgreens says, all right, we're getting rid of 25% of our stores. Now, that may sound like a lot, but they have 8,700 different stores worldwide. Now, one of the ladies in our group actually did a deep dive into what Walgreens owns. Not just the pharmacy, not just the real estate. They have some products that are in over 22,000 retail stores worldwide. So if you think Walgreens is going to disappear, it's been around for over 100 years. It really ain't going anywhere. Yep, they're getting rid of 25% of the stores, moving a lot of their stuff online. They're going to regroup. Yeah, I don't think they're going anywhere. Check out the book value. All right? Yep, they cut the dividends for a little bit, but it's still a solid company, and it's probably going to come off of our list because I don't like stocks without dividends, and it's only been recently did they get rid of their dividends. I still own it from before they got rid of the dividends. All right, let's keep on keeping on. Yep, Mr. Premium, I know that one. Oh, so let's finish up my example here with Walgreens. The break even is $9.56. Well, we're buying at $9.75, which means anything over $9.56 is going to be a profit. Maximum profit is going to be $44 per contract. Okay, now, when you're investing your money, you're just parking it somewhere temporarily. So if you buy Ford, you're putting it into Ford temporarily. Eventually, you'll sell it for more money than you paid for it. This is the same thing, but it's predictable. I know what I'm making before I even do the trade. Remember I said simple, safe, predictable, and consistent. That's what I'm looking for. Predictable and consistent. I know I'm making $44 per contract, so whether I buy 10 contracts, whether I buy 20, you just multiply it by however many you buy. All right. Let's get the calculator out again. We take our profit, $44, divide it by our purchase, $956, and it gives me a rate of return for 1 week, 4.6. So it's one of the reasons why I keep doing Walgreens is because the numbers are just freaking ridiculous. So yeah, I made over 50% on Walgreens last year. Is what it is. Alrighty. That being said, let's keep on moving along. So that's Walgreens. Yes, I like it. And I still own some. So I've owned it since before when they were paying a dividend. Now they stopped paying a dividend, but I still own it. But if I'm getting 2 to 3% every single week, once I get rid of it, I may not get it again because they don't do the dividends anymore. All right. That being said, let's keep on keeping on. Garrett, AM is great for dividends. Good twin, how are you? All right, so we're going to be looking at AM. Now, why is it I've never heard of AM? If I've never heard of it, more than likely it's going to be a no. AM. Oh, that's why. Remember I told you I don't do monthly optionable stocks? Okay, February, March, May, June, September, those are all months. That means it is a monthly optionable stock. It also means hell no. That's what it means. No, I don't do it. Alrighty. Invest right. Dude, haven't seen you in a couple days. Glad to see you there. Bring them on camera. Let's bring Susie on camera. Are you shy, Susie? Susie Brogan Amy to join live. If they accept, they'll join on a video or with audio only. Your audience is set to public so anyone can watch the live broadcast. I don't know. Susie, you up for it? Let's see. Couldn't add guests. Technical difficulty. Too bad. All right. Hal West. I've been trading for a while. I just want to know if trading really works or not. It is hard to believe it is going to work or not when you start. Okay, Hal West, I appreciate that. Honesty is always a good thing. Okay. Mr. Premium, IWNSPY. Definitely hell no to SPY. Okay, now you were throwing out some good ones a while ago, but SPY, seriously, check out the numbers. Check out the yield on SPY. Now, the yield is when you put your money in at the end of the year, what is your return? I think it's like 1.2% for SPY. Check the numbers. It's not very attractive. Luis, ¿qué pasa, amigo? ¿Cómo está? Can you tell me about Nike today? Ooh, yeah, let's take a look at Nike. So, AM, no. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Do the math yourself. It's currently at $16.95. The 17's going for 10 cents. Okay, 10 cents. $0.10 to 20 cents. So it is 1%. But here's the thing. The very next one, March 25, 36 days. That is 5 weeks. Okay? 21 March, 36 days is 5 weeks. Okay? Now, $16.95, the 17's going for 40 cents. That's a little over 2%. All right, so 2% a month. That comes to 24% a year. All right, not bad. 24% a year. But if I'm doing 1% a week or 2% a week, that's 50 to 100% per year. So explain to me again why you think monthlies are a good thing. Because I've been doing this long enough to know it's just a waste of my time to look at monthlies. Because the numbers just don't work. And to make matters worse, all right, here we go. Here's going to make matters worse. Okay? Take a look at the chart. Take a close look. I'm going to open it up a little bit bigger so you can get a better look at it. Okay? This is 30 days. Okay? Today is the 13th of February. 30 days ago is the 13th of January. So this is 30 days. Look at the stock. Up, down, sideways, down, big jump up. Wonderful! Great. Now tell me where it's going to be in 30 days. You want to do a monthly optionable stock? You got to guess where the hell this thing is going to be in 30 days. It's challenging enough to figure out where it's going to be in 5 days with a weekly. Because if I'm jumping in on a Monday, I'm trying to guess where it's going to be in 5 days. Well, here, 5 days, I'm going to guess it's going to be somewhere around 1620. Okay, because usually you have profit taken after a big jump like that. Profit taken, then she comes down. So probably around 1620 to 16 in the next 5 days. Next 30 days, forget it. No, I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Joseph Minnow. Sir, please, any trade on gold? No. I don't do... that's a commodity. Okay? I don't do commodities. Futures. Same thing. Futures and commodities, I don't do them. Okay? I only do pre-qualified dividend stocks only. Pre-qualified means that companies have consistently increased their profits every single year for 2 decades. Those are the only ones I want to look at. I don't want to look at gold, terribly sorry. I don't want to look at cryptocurrency. I don't want to look at Forex. It's nothing but a waste of my time. Okay, if that's what you're looking for, you're wasting your time being here. And I appreciate the interaction. I do. I thank you for stopping by. But I'm doing you a favor by letting you know you're wasting your time here. I have no interest in that whatsoever. Sorry. What are we looking at all around? Do you just covered calls? I was doing some research, and you can sell puts too. Do you ever go over that strategy too? Okay, see, I do that strategy, but I don't teach it here. Because you got to remember, I've been doing this for over 20 years. Got a lot of knowledge doing this kind of stuff, and I've been doing it very successfully for quite a while. I have to draw the line somewhere. Okay, I'm giving this away. I'm not trying to sell anything to anybody. So I'm doing this because I enjoy sharing knowledge, and I'm kind of hoping some of you guys out there may want to join me in my live trading group, or I'm looking for 13 board members for the new company I'm trying to start. It's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a hedge fund or a mutual fund, but you've seen me doing this long enough. I make 1% every single week. That's over 50% a year. When have you ever heard of a company that can guarantee you 20% per year? When? So eventually, the company I'm getting ready to get started is going to be offering, either corporate bonds at 20%, or I'm trying to get the Dividend, trying to get an insurance company to underwrite it and guarantee it at 20% per year. It's not the easiest thing to do, but I am looking for a few like-minded people that might want to do that. More questions. Thank you, sir. Uh-oh. Nina Papa. Yeah, realty income? No, you weren't paying attention. Since markets are closed Monday, are you doing Sunday night session? Yep. What do you think about Nestle and Novo Nordisk? No and no. And no, can I apply this knowledge to Forex? Not really. Forex is news driven. Okay, anytime something happens in the news, it affects the way the global economy works, which means if there's issues in Japan, then the yen is probably going to go down. If you're having issues here in the U.S., well, the U.S. dollar might go down. You get something happening wonderful over in Australia, well, the Australian dollar might go up. It is news driven. It means you have to sit in front of your computer. No, thank you. Sorry. 5 or 10 minutes a day, that's all I want to do. Which one of the higher possibility to predict the market news or technical analysis? Well, technical analysis is pretty easy because you can see where the high is, you can see where the low is, and people are habitual. You like that word? Habitual means they have habits. Stock goes up 1540 to 1690. That's $1.50 on a $15 stock. That's a 10% increase. Up 10%, you're going to have people just like me. 10%, yep, I'll take it. I'm taking profits at 1% and 2%. You don't think someone's going to be out there, 10% profit? Yep, they take it, the stock drops. It gets down to here, 1540. Wait a second, that's a deal and a half. Let me buy some. Stock goes back up again. Okay, that's what happens. People are habitual. We do the same things over and over again. We are here looking to make profits. So when you get a profit, take it, because it's not a profit until you take it. All right? Nobody ever went broke taking profits. I never heard of anybody going broke taking profits. So if the stock goes from here to here, a 10% increase, and you don't take your profits, don't be surprised if other people take their profits, which forces your stock to go down, and now you're looking and says, wait a second, I bought it at 1540, now it's at 1539, 2 weeks later. It ain't a profit until you take it. Anyway, let's keep on moving. All right, poor Robin Hood. Okay. You want to look at Tesla, TSLA? Now, no. I was trying to look at something witty to say. I don't have anything nice, witty to say. But Tesla does not have dividends. Tesla does not share the profit. Now, there's a reason why I only do dividend stocks. And I'm going to apologize now because I didn't say it earlier. Okay? Do you see this behind me? This is what's called a calendar. And we all know what a calendar is. February 2025. All these little green dots. You see them all? All those little green dots? They represent each and every company that is getting ready to pay a dividend. Now, if you did not know, a dividend is a portion of the company's profits that they give back to the investors. If the company is profitable, they will share their profits with the investors. Those are the stocks that I like. Now remember earlier I told you there's 9,875 different companies this week to choose from. Okay, that's a lot. Now, these are the ones that are paying dividends. Okay, this is the last week of January, first week of February, second week of February, third week of February, so on and so forth. Okay, now, we do know that Valentine's Day is tomorrow. You guys know that? Valentine's Day is tomorrow. So it's 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't yet, get your asses out there because, women are fickle. They like to get Valentine's shit. They do. Anyway, each one of these little green thingies represents a company getting ready to pay a dividend. And the reason why I like dividend stocks, are you ready for this? This is a good tidbit of information. Just before the EX date, there's 4 dates to remember when you're talking about dividend stocks. Number 1, the announcement date. Hey, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk. We made a shit ton of money, and this is the dividend we're paying. And this is when we're paying. The first date is the announcement date. That's when the company says, hey, this is who we are. This is what we made. This is the dividend we're paying out. Date number 1. Date number 2 is called the EX dividend date. The last day the stock trades before the dividend is paid out. And that, my friends, is represented by one of these little green dots. Okay? Remember I told you there's 9,875 different companies? Well, about half of them take profits, and shares them with us, the investors. The other half, they take all the profits, put it back into the company for capital growth. So I got a quick question for you. Maybe this will get rid of some of you. Don't want to sound bad about that. But if you're looking for capital growth, if you're looking to buy here and have the stock shoot up, go up higher and higher and higher, you are in the wrong place. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm retired. I'm looking for cash flow. Okay, we as human beings, we are the only species on this planet that has to pay to live here. We have to pay to live here. It makes no sense at all. We got to pay to live here. So at some point in time, when you say, I am tired of working, that's a good one. You have 3 opportunities to retire. 3 and only 3. Number 1, age out. Means you're too old. You're too damn old to go to work. Keep your ass at home. Age out. Mean you're too old. They can't say that nowadays, but you know what I mean. You're 80, 90 years old. You're not going to be working. 2, toe tag. That's a horrible one. Toe tag basically means you're either going to die on your way to work, or you're going to die at work, or you're going to die on the way home from work. Okay? 3, you're going to have enough money coming in from your investments or from somewhere else to allow you to say to your boss, you can take this job and shove. I ain't working here no more. 3 opportunities to retire, but don't kid yourself. It is going to happen. You are going to get older. You think I woke up one day, now I'm 61? Hell no. It was one day at a time. Okay? You will retire. The money is going to have to come from somewhere. You have 2 options. Do it yourself or give it to someone else. And I can guarantee you with 99.99% accuracy, nobody has more interest in your money than you. Okay? It's your money. Invest it yourself or give it to someone else. There is no middle ground. Do it yourself. Give it to someone else. All right. Oh, wait a second. Date number 3, dividends, is the date of record. Whoever owns the stock on the date of record is entitled to the dividend. And date number 4 is the payment date when you actually get your money. So, the reason why I only do dividend stocks is because just before the EX date, just before they pay out their dividend, the stock has a tendency to go up in price. So knowing that tidbit of information, I use the calendar to tell me when to buy the stocks. And then I take a look at the numbers. I take a look at the chart. Does it make sense? But these are the only ones I want to take a look at. What's today's date? Today's the 13th. We're right here. Okay. These are all the companies that paid dividends this week. Now, it doesn't look like anything there, but there's 37 companies there. They couldn't fit them all. Over here, there's 100. They couldn't fit them all in that little tiny square. A whole bunch of companies paying dividends over and every 90 days. So by knowing when a company is going to increase in price based on historical performance, which means every 90 days they pay a dividend. Every 90 days the stock has a tendency to go up in value. So let's go here. Let's go here. Let's get out of there. Now, let's take a quick gander at this. Okay? Dividend. Just before the dividend, the stock went up. Dividend. Just before the dividend, the stock went up. Dividend. Just before the dividend, the stock went up. Dividend. Just before the dividend, the stock went up. It is predictable. Stocks move for two reasons and two reasons only. I love facts. I love figures because you can't argue with facts. Okay? The sun rises in the east and the sun sets in the west. If you want to see a sunset and you're heading east, you got a problem. No matter how enthusiastic you are, you're looking for a sunset and you're heading east, you got a problem. Okay? So, if a stock moves up just before the dividend date, okay, just before the dividend date, it gives me an edge on my investing. So if I know the stock's going to move up, well, now I got to figure out what trading strategy I want to use. Well, simplest trading strategy is to buy the stock. Buy the stock, ride it up. Okay, but then you're waiting for the stock to move. I like a covered call because a covered call, I know what I'm making before I even do the trade. All right, that being said, I think I flabbergasted enough. Let's start looking at some more companies. I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me. All right, no to weekly, no to monthlies. All right, that was a long way to get to no to a monthly. Oh, Honeywell. Ooh, yeah, let's take a look at Honeywell. Now, I don't remember buying Honeywell. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Takes 3 seconds. See how quick you are with this. 3 seconds. You ready? High, low, is direction. 3 seconds. It doesn't take that long. What am I looking for specifically in those 3 seconds? Where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? And what is the overall direction? Down, up, down, up, down. Really not that difficult. Adults have a tendency to make this more complicated than it really needs to be. Okay, in 2008, my 9-year-old jumped on my lap and said, "Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me?" So it had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent. 1% a week is what I'm looking for. Okay? Do I like Honeywell? Well, let's take a look. Honeywell is currently at 205.27. The 205s are going for 225. But if I'm buying it at 205.83, I'm losing 83 cents right off the top. So I got to take that 83 cents out of somewhere. So I take it out of my profit. Well, now I'm only making less than a buck and a quarter. That's going to be no. Sorry, the numbers just don't work. And then take a look at the last 30 days. Okay. 30 days ago, we're at 220. She jumped up to 228, gaps down, and hits 204. Well, that's a nice place to jump in. But I like 2 days to the upside before I do anything. Look at yesterday. Yesterday is the 30-day bottom. Okay, 30-day top, 30-day bottom. gap here, this baby's going to shoot on up. Because that's what stocks do. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. When it's down here, 2 days the upside, then she goes back up again. That's the time to jump in. That's the time to check the numbers. It could be tomorrow. It could be Monday. It could be Tuesday. But it's definitely not tomorrow. Anyway, let's keep on keeping on. Next, A-Lab. Kingpin, how are you today? A-Lab. Interesting. Interesting. All right, first and foremost, A-Lab. High, low, where is it? Down, up, down, 88.28. The 89 is going for $3. Okay, usually when it's that high, it probably has no dividends. So let's go check to Yahoo Finance. I always tell people if you're going to be doing any type of investing whatsoever, you're going to need a good navigatable financial website. So whether you use Yahoo Finance, Google Finance, the NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, whatever financial website you want to use. What am I looking at? A-Lab? A-L-A-B. Give it a minute. That's probably why there are no dividends in the selected time period. Now, the reason why, I told you why I like dividend stocks, because dividend stocks have a tendency to go up just before the dividend. Well, if there's no dividend, how do I know when it's going to move? Well, there's 9,800 different stocks, so why would I do this one if I have no edge? I don't know about you. You like that? Fine, you do it. I have no edge. I like to have odds and probabilities in my favor. There's no odds and probabilities in my favor here. I'm not going to do it. Okay, all around 224. Do you just recover clock? Yeah, we already talked about that one. I'd like to hear you. James, how are you today? You only ask once. He'll answer when he sees your question. Yeah, thank you, Chatterbox. Because there's so many people that come and go, the questions go so fast, I actually stop the questions from scrolling. That way I can read and address each and every single question. So before the night is over, I will answer every single question. It just all depends on how many questions you guys have for me. Christopher Lee, clear up a mystery for me. Riot doesn't seem to have like a dividend stock or a Buffett stock. How did you end up in something you trade and write options on? Christopher Lee, I'll tell you what. Someone who has more money than me told me to buy it. That's the answer. Okay? However much money you think I have, the guy who I'm helping out, he's got more money than I do. So if he wants me to buy Riot in his account, I will buy Riot in his account. I will take a look at it. And the numbers look good, so I buy some for myself. Not a huge amount, because if and when it goes to pot, then I won't be doing it. So yeah, every once in a while, one will sneak in there. And Riot is one of those. So is Riley. And so is MPW. But they're cheap. They're like $12. So why not throw a couple of $1,000 at it and get 2, 3, 4%? Now, Riot has been giving me 2 to 3% every single week. All right, anyway. But you're right. And hopefully that cleared it up. How long should hold on a stock on average? Okay, on average, I do 5 to 10 days. The longest I've ever held anything is 9 months. And I didn't do it because I wanted to. I bought, I think it was PPG. No. Kinder Morgan. No, it wasn't Kinder Morgan. Kimberly Clark. It was Kimberly Clark. KM. Anyway, it was Kimberly Clark. I bought it. It dropped. It took a while for it to return, come back up, but I had it for 9 months. So in the 9 months, I collected 3 dividends and over 30 premiums. Every single week, I get a premium on Kimberly Clark. So I think it was 2022, or was it 2023? I don't know, one of those years. There was three companies. Kimberly-Clark, Target, and PPG. Okay, I've held Kimberly-Clark for 9 months. PPG and Target for 6 months. Not that I wanted to, but I think I lost money on one of them. I don't remember which one it was. I try not to, think of the past. NEPA, Realty Income has quite a good APR. Does the company matches with your strategy as well? No, it does not. What kind of scam is this? Bear that swings. How are you today? Hey, James, I missed all your Nike options. Oh, my opinion. Oh, wait a second. We haven't done Nike yet. Let's do Nike next. And Nina Papa wants to take a look at Realty Income. Can I get your opinion on ELF? Yeah, I'll give my opinion really quick on ELF. You're not going to like it, but I'll give it to you. You ready? ELF. Whoops. ELF. Enter. All right. So, here's ELF. Now, let's put ELF right here. ELF. There are no dividends in the time period selected. Now, I'm not quite sure if you recognize this or not, but when you came here, the title of this show is Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow. ELF, there are no dividends in the time period selected. No dividends, no thank you. What is so good about ELF that makes me want to buy it? If it has no dividends, I can't tell when is it normally move. Because most dividend stocks move predictably. Okay, stocks move for two reasons and two reasons only. One, I love facts, I do, but only move for two reasons. One is what is called an unknown reason. A stock will jump up. Why? We don't know. Well, here you go. Major lawsuit. Something unknown just pops up out of nowhere. A natural disaster. Earthquake, fires, floods, storms. Unknown. You don't know when they're coming. Other disasters. Oh, here's a good one. When British Petroleum sprung a leak in the Gulf of Mexico, nobody knew that was going to happen. How about the lawsuit with Apple Computer? Nobody knew what the judge was going to say, and then the stock freaking dropped like a rock. 3M, same thing last year. Major lawsuit, stock dropped. Exxon Valdez crashed up in the Northwest, stock dropped. You cannot plan for an unknown reason. They just freaking pop up out of nowhere. You have to react to that. Second reason is what is called a known reason. We know why the stock moved. Okay? Now, what do we have? What do we know that we can set our clocks by? We can set our calendar. All right, this day I'm going to do this. Yeah. Earnings reports. We know exactly when they're coming. Dividends. We know exactly when they're coming. Seasonality. We know exactly when that's coming. What do I mean by seasonality? Winter, spring, summer, fall. We all know winter, spring, summer, fall. Winter, and then after winter comes spring. After spring comes summer. What happens in the wintertime? People turn on their heaters. Okay, what does that mean? Well, you turn on your heater in the wintertime because it's cold. What happens in March and April? Your oil tank is about freaking empty. Then you have to fill it. Now, you can buy oil anytime you want. Okay? April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. But once you turn your heater on, as soon as it gets cold in November, you got November, December, January, February. What happens in March? You're low on oil and you have to buy more. What happens to heating oil in oil stocks? They go up in March and April. Why? Because people are buying oil. Ooh, gasoline stocks. They go up in the summertime. Just as kids are getting out of school and everybody's taking that wonderful summer vacation and driving somewhere. Yeah, oil stocks go up. Weight Watchers. goes up the beginning of every year. Why do you think that is? Okay, Hershey's goes up in the first week of February. Why? Valentine's Day and Easter's right around the corner. Certain stocks move predictably throughout the year, called seasonality. Two reasons only why stocks move. If it doesn't have a dividend, I have no clue why it's going to move or when. So I don't do them. There's enough action in my neck of the woods. 300 companies fit the description in what I'm looking for. Consistency and profitability, and weekly options. I have plenty. I don't need to add something that doesn't fit. Okay, I can go to the store and those boots may look awesome, but if they don't fit, I ain't buying them. I don't care how good they are. I don't care what the price is. If it doesn't fit, don't do it. All right, let's keep on keeping on. Ooh, we're almost at 11 o'clock. Oh, do I have a Discord? Yes, I do have a Discord. Murphy's Oil Soap, MUR. I think that one's in. I don't think I've ever looked at MUR. MUR. Wait a minute. Maybe I might have. But it's a no. Monthlies? Remember I told you monthlies just don't work? Add it up. Figure it out. Trying to figure out where stock's going to be in 30 days ain't the easiest thing in the world. Make matters worse, the numbers don't add up to 50% per year. So why would I do it? Monthlies, the numbers just don't work. When I always say rule number one, never buy something you don't understand. If you don't know that its company only has monthly options, well, you shouldn't be buying it. If you don't know, why would you buy something you don't know? If you don't know it, don't buy it. If you want me to look at it, I'd like to at least think you know what it is you're asking me about. Apparently, you're not paying attention. Because if it has monthly options, the numbers just ain't going to work. We're just wasting our time looking at it. So what's next? What do we have? My eyes can't focus on these little tiny words. Is Microsoft a good buy? Well, yeah, it is. Is he live on another platform as well? Oh, my goodness. Am I live on another platform? Hold on a second. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and there was another one. There's another one. It's like 8 different yeah. So I got questions coming in from all different directions, and I'm trying to answer each and every question. So let's keep on going. What do we have next? We didn't look at Nike yet, and I did promise this guy we'd take a look at Nike. NKE, there we go. Ooh, check that out. 3 seconds. High, low, where was it, where is it, where's it going? Down, sideways, big drop, up, down, up. Look at right here. It hit the low of the year just a couple of days ago. Now it's bouncing off that bottom. That's kind of exciting. Let's take a deeper look at it. Well, we're currently at, before we look deeper into this, we're currently at 73.34. So the 73s are going for 116. Well, that's a yes. The 74s are going 55 to 79. You might get your 1% out of that. So, okay. The numbers look okay. Let's take a better look at the chart. All right. Last year, a year ago, was the high of the year. And that was 107.42. Okay. The bottom of the year was just a couple of days ago. All right. Well, last 90 days, I want to see what has this thing done the last 3 months. Because the last 3 months gives me a good idea of what to expect next month or next week. Because, it's all the same. Okay? Down, up, down, up, down. Now it's going up. Cool. Where's the high? 81. Where are we right now? 73. There's a lot of space there. Great time to buy based on the 3 seconds of just looking at the chart. But there's a little bit more to it than that. Let's look at the 30-day. 30 days ago, 71, shoots up to 79, drops down to 68. Now the 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days the upside. Look at all that space. That baby's going to go up nicely. But I'm only looking to get 1 or 2%. That's it. 1 or 2%, I'm out. Every single week, 1 or 2%. Every single week for the last 15 years. It works nicely for me. Anyway, so currently, here we are. 73 right there, a little bit more than 1%. Fine, that works. What does it normally do? Okay, so that's a big one. Now, normally, we need to look at the seasonality chart. Have I even looked at seasonality tonight? I don't know. All right, so the seasonality chart, if you do not know what it is, it's a 1-year chart. All the way to the left, January 1st, all the way to the right, December 31st. That's the whole year. Okay, the blue line right down here in the corner, that is this year's movement from January 2nd to today. That little blue dot represents today. Okay, each one of these lines represents a month. So we have, anyway, let's go. Look at the beginning of the year for Nike. Down, up, down. We're in a little bit of a downturn right now for Nike. So even though, where are we? Right here, right there, and the next few weeks, there we go. So here we are here. The next few weeks, this baby's going to go down, 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 down. Now, is that guaranteed? No. There's only 3 guarantees in life. Are you ready? 3 guarantees in life. Death, taxes, and disappointment. Okay? However, just because historically it goes down this time of year, the current trend, okay, down, now she's going up, always, always, always trumps the current movement. Okay? Down, up. So currently it's going up. Just because historically it went down this time of year doesn't mean it's going to go down. We use it kind of like a rear view mirror to see where we've been or what's behind us. Going forward, rear view mirror, where were we? Okay, where we were usually goes down this time of year. Usually. All right, let's keep on keeping on. So yeah, I like Nike. The numbers do look good. Okay, but it's not a recommendation. It's not a tip. It's just that I'm looking at the numbers. I'm giving you my interpretation, entertainment value only. Do your own research if it makes sense to you. Because there's a couple of questions you got to ask yourself. Question number 1, does it make sense? That's question number 1. Question number 2, do I like Nike? Well, I like Nike. It's on my list. I buy it every once in a while when everything's looking good. Question number 3, do I like it at this current price? Question number 4, am I willing to hold on to it regardless if it goes up or down until it hits my target? Well, what's my target? If I'm buying it tomorrow, I'm buying it at 73.34. If I'm selling the 73, yeah, I'll get my 1%. It's a safe trade. And my target is 73. Well, if it's at 73.34 and I'm making my 1%, even though I'm losing 34 right there, well, you take the 34 off of this, you're still over 73, which is still over 1%. It's a safer trade. All right, anyway. Next. All right, next. Here we go. Okay, Luis, there we go. Bear that swings. What kind of scam is this? Okay, bear that swings. Dude, I haven't asked anyone to buy anything. It's just a waste of time for people to come here and see me yabbering about investing in dividend stocks. Take it for what you want. Okay, Nina Papa wants to know why I don't like O-Realty. It's not his exact words, but when I say hell no, he's not going to like it. Okay? O-Realty. Number 1 reason I don't like it, monthly options. I just don't like monthly options. The numbers just don't work. Then, another reason why I don't like it, let's check out how wonderful the dividends are for O Realty. All right, all the way back to 2005. That would be 20 years of dividends. Okay, so you ready? Here we go. 2005, 11. 2006, 11. There's no increase there whatsoever. 2007 is 12. 2008 is 13. 2009 is 14. 2010 it's 14. Wait a minute. Wait. It didn't increase? That means I gave money to a company and they didn't do better this year than they did last year? All right, so where was it? 2008 is 14. 2009 it's 14. 2010 it's 14. 2011 it's 14. 2012 it's 14. 5 years, no increase whatsoever. 5 years and there's no increase. Hold on. It gets worse. It does. 2012 is 15. 2013 it's 18. 2014 it's 18. 2015 it's 18. 5 years no increases. 3 years no increases. I'm not quite sure. Oh, Realty's a good deal. Hold on. It gets worse. Really does. All right, 2015, 19. 2016, 19. 2017, 20. 21. 2017, 21. 2018, 21. 2019, 22. 2023. 2021, 23. Wait a minute. 2020, 23. 2021, 23. Okay, 2 years, no increase. 2022, 25. 23 is 26. 24. 25. All right, let's see if I get this right. 5 years, no increase. 3 years, no increase. 4 years, no increase. And then 2 years, no increase. And you think this is good? But wait. It gets worse. It really does. Let's go over to the summary. All right, so we're going to go over to the summary and find out what the yield is for O Realty. Okay, so O Realty, it's $54.81. So you're going to put your money with the yield. There's no. Oh, there it is, right there. 5.77. Okay, you're putting your money into O Realty. It's a monthly optionable stock, which means I can't do weekly option of it, and monthly options, the numbers just don't work. I can only do it once a month, and this thing is paying 5.77% per year. Okay, so I'm showing you how to get 1% per week. Add that up, that's over 50% per year. But you would rather put your money into a company, 5 years no increase, 3 years no increase, 2 years no increase, and then 4 years no increase. It's like, why would you put your money into a company that's not consistently profitable? That part alone boggles my mind. But at 5.77% and it's only a monthly, no. For me, anyway. If you like it, hey, more. I don't try to tell people what to buy, and I don't try to tell people what not to buy. My opinion on O Realty, hell no. I don't like the numbers. It just doesn't work for me. Okay, so I don't try to tell anyone what to do, and you shouldn't listen to me. Okay, do your own research. Is what I'm saying true and factual? It is or it isn't. This is Yahoo Finance. I didn't make any of this crap up. I'm just reading the numbers. The yield is right there. The dividend, $3.17 for the year is what you're making. You're paying $54 per share. You're making $3.17 as a profit for the year. Okay? I show every single one of my trades that I make all year. Wait, right there. Okay, right here. Take a look at this one. Week, what is this one? Okay, week number 44. Fourth week, fourth quarter. Right over here. Harley Davidson, Advanced Auto Parts, Mara, Macy's, Riot, and Intel. Made 1.7%. All right, 1.7 is not huge, but calculator, clear this, 1.7 multiplied by 52 weeks, because there are 52 weeks in a year, that much I do know, okay? 1.7% per week comes to a grand total of 88.4% per year. When's the last time you got 88.4%? I don't know. All right, anyway, let's go back to where we were. We got a few more minutes before I go into just questions, because we had a bunch of questions to answer. Yeah, so Nina Papa, terribly sorry, I don't like O Realty. Don't feel bad, though, because you're not the first one to suggest it. Okay, at least once or twice every single week, somebody asks me, what about O Realty? It's so wonderful. Yeah, no, it ain't. Not for me, it is. Okay, SCHD, they asked me about that one. JEPI, JEPQ, QQQI, QQQT. Yeah, they ask me all that crap. And it always comes to the same thing. You want to give your money to a corporation or a computer to trade for you. Okay, because O Realty is a REIT, I believe. Real Estate Investment Trust. No. So, Jay, Microsoft. Yeah, that's a good one. Yep, I am live on other channels. Murphy's Oil Soap, we already looked at that one. That's a no. Do I have a Discord? Yes, I do. Unknown reason. Yep. Mortgage up. Typo. Got that one. Can you take a look at Poppy? Are you kidding me? I've never heard of that one. PAPI. Now, I get a little frustrated when people ask me weird shit. No options. When I say never buy something you don't understand. So you understand that this thing has no options. And you probably understand whether or not it has dividends. So if you know it has no options, why the hell are you asking me to take a look at it? Because you know, because I've said it a dozen times, on weekly options and 20 years of consistent profitability. Now, the profitability thing, I can understand you not wanting to actually do the research on that, but come on. No options, no thank you. Oh, Jay Moore wants to look at Capital One Finance. COF. Interesting. Let's take a look. Now, Capital One Finance is on my list. And I remember last year, I made 10% on Capital One Finance in 1 week. You know, the numbers just were great. All right, so here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at this. Sideways, up, down, up, down. It's coming down right now. It might not be a great time to jump in. Okay. 30-day bottom, 30-day top. Now it's on its way down. No. Not this week anyway. But I do like Capital One Finance. I do. But not this week. Lennar. L-E-N. L-E-N. No. No. Look at that. Okay, now, hold on a second. Don't be so quick. The bottom of the year was yesterday. Today, 1 day to the upside. I like 2 days to the upside. So we might get a buy signal for Monday, because tomorrow's Friday. All right? So Friday, if she's higher, then that's a good indicator to jump in on Monday if everything else is right. Well, what do I mean by everything else? Well, what do the numbers look like? Well, currently we're at 124. Let's move this over. Currently, we're at 124.28. Flying fuck. It's actually being traded right now, so we can't go by that number. We can go by this number right here. This was the last traded number. This is after hours numbers right now. So 123.75, the 124s are going for 190 to 260. Okay, that's over 1%. That's a yes. But I want one more day to the upside before I jump in. So I'm going to write this one down for next week. Lennar, L-E-N. All right, what else do we got? Can I look at Microsoft? MSFT, MSFT. Interesting. All right. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at the movement. Up, down, up, down, up, down. At 410, the 410s, the 410s, 420 to 445. Yeah, that's over 1%. Alrighty then. Let's take a gander. A year ago, we're at 408. The bottom, wait a minute. The top of the year is 468, and that was in the beginning of July. Okay, the bottom of the year was the beginning of August at 385. Oh, like last 90 days. Check this out. Up, down, down. It doesn't look that good. But yesterday is the bottom. Today, one day to the upside. Again, just like Lennar, we'll be looking at this one tomorrow to see, is it going to be 2 days to the upside? Now, you got to figure out, I know what it is for me, but you got to figure it out for you. When a stock drops off of a 30-day high, okay, finds a new bottom, then turns around and goes back up again, how many days do you need? I like 2 days to the upside. Some people want 1 day, some people want 3. I like 2. Amesdraw wants to look at Siri. Luke, peanut butter and raspberry. Yeah, that never is a good one. But hold that thought, Luke, okay? Ooh, Amestar wants to look at ConocoPhillips. I missed a lot of questions over here on TikTok. Holy cow. All right, we are officially past looking. So, we are officially past looking at stocks. We're down to the last 15 minutes, so it's just going to be questions and answers only. Alrighty, here we go. Jay Moore, Capital One Finance, love it. Lennar, okay, I like that one too. Can you look at Microsoft? Yeah, okay, Microsoft, not today or not tomorrow, but we're going to keep our eye on it. I'm going to write it down for next week. Because even if tomorrow she's up, that's only going to be the second day to the upside. I like 2 days to the upside, and then on the third day, that's when I want to jump in. Okay, I wait until the market opens on the third day to the upside to say, is it going to go continue up, or is it an anomaly and still going down? Got it, thanks. All right. You look like if Bing was a person. Okay, thank you. Grinder. Oh, Luis. No. No insult, just saying. All right. What's your favorite stock to sell cash secured puts on the current environment? Ooh, actually I did that. I think I got 3 or 4 of them. I did some on Ford. I did some on Walgreens. What else did I do? I did a couple more. But I don't talk about cash secured puts here, just dividend investing on covered calls. Napa, yeah. Okay, Nina Pippa. Yeah, the BS disclaimer needs to be said because our laws are created to coddle people instead of forcing them to take responsibility for their own financial decisions. JP, dude, I couldn't have said it any better. Yeah. Do your own research. Okay, you can listen to me if you want, but I do not give advice. This is for entertainment only. I sing and I dance. Yeah, all right, anyway, keep on going. Let's keep on keeping on. PBR, peanut butter and raspberry. No, isn't that a Mexican oil stock? PBR? I'm pretty sure it is. But you have to ask me tomorrow. Was your career trading brokerage? No, it was not. My career, I used to be a CEO of a corporation. I made a bunch of shit. And I had employees. Can you imagine me being as a boss? Most of my employees loved me. Most of them did. Because I incentivized them to do good work, and I paid piecework. And believe it or not, 90% of all my employees were females. The funny thing about females and males, about workers, men got to stop working when they talk. So when a guy talks, he stops what he's doing and he talks and he pays attention to what you're doing and what you're saying. Yeah, no, women can work and talk at the same time. That's why I hired more women than men. Sorry, guys. But my highest paid employee was a dude. Sorry. Thanks for sharing your insight. You're welcome. Hal West. What brokers are best and what qualities in a broker should I look for? Okay, so Hal West, I really can't answer that question for you because I don't know anything about you or your trading style or the time you have available to learn it or what your risk factors are. I don't know anything at all. I can't suggest anything to anyone other than you should practice and you should really do some research yourself in education. Okay, this education, it's kind of, it is, it isn't, Don't pay attention. Don't blindly listen to anybody on YouTube or TikTok or whatever. Do your own research. That's the important thing. Okay? And I wrote a book about 15 years ago on choosing the right trading platform. Okay, I've written 15 books. That was just one of them. All right, let's keep on going. DYOR, do your own research. Cool, gotta love it. Compound, yeah, ooh, talking about compound, Neepa Pup, I got something cool for you. We'll have to look at it tomorrow, though. J82nd, are you trying to make 1% of your total portfolio per week and updating the size based on your last week's profit loss, or essentially 1 per week per compounded weekly? No. All right, interesting question. Well, let me see if I can simplify it for you. If my account has $100,000 in it, 1% of $100,000 is $1,000 a week. Okay? So next week, you might think I have 100,001. No, that 1%, I usually use that for paying bills. I don't use all of it. I use like 90% of it, 10% I put back in. So it grows really slowly. But 1% a week, let's say it's a $100,000 account. I'm looking for $1,000. If it was a $200,000 account, it would be $2,000 a week. If it was a $500,000 account, it would be $5,000 a week. That's my total portfolio. 1% every single week. So if I have $100,000 at the end of the year, I should hypothetically end up with 152. Simple interest. You want to compound it weekly, it's 74%. But if I say 74%, people freak out. No, you can't get 74. Yeah, I can. But I'm just saying 1% a week, it's simple, it's easy. It was created for a 9-year-old. If you can't figure it out, you got some issues. I can't help it out with that. 9 years old. I showed you at the beginning. I showed you a video of my 9-year-old daughter. Okay, she was not the sharpest knife on the drawer, not the brightest bulb on the tree. However you want to look at it, she was an average, everyday, normal 11-year-old girl or 9-year-old girl. Okay, but her and I trade. So be honest with you, we traded for about 4 or 5 years. That was it. Then she stopped. Do you know why? Because she hit 13. 13. She wanted nothing to do with dad. Trust me. All right. So guys out there who have daughters, you know what I'm talking about. At 13, they turn into some kind of swamp creature. And then they get back to normal when they're 23, 24, 25. So my daughter's 26 now. She's starting to talk to me again because dad was evil. Because dad always said, no, you want money? Earn it yourself. You know how to do it. All right, anyway, let's keep on going. I know you do covered calls, but do you ever now and then make a directional play? Yep. Microsoft is running on the day and try to play a call. No, I do not buy options at all. No. And here's the reason why. 80% of all options expire worthless. Why the hell would I buy something that's going to expire 80% of the time? Nope. I want to be on the winning side. I want to take the odds and probabilities and put them in my favor. So if 80% of all options expire, I don't want to be part of the 20% group. I want to be part of the 80% group. So I sell options. I do not buy them. Okay, so let's keep on going. You're not here tomorrow. You're absolutely right. I don't do Friday nights anymore, and I don't do Saturday nights anymore. Now, last year, 2024, I was on live 3 hours a night every single night. 365 days, I missed 6 days. Now, the reason I missed 6 days, one day of the whole year, I was sick as a dog. I was sick one time, 2024. Second time, I had to take somebody to the emergency room. And we didn't get out of that emergency room until like 3 o'clock in the morning. That was fun. I missed 3 days because of the hurricane. Not quite sure if you guys don't remember the hurricane. Came right over St. Petersburg, where I'm at. Right over the house. I had made my peace with the guy upstairs. I was ready to go. He wasn't ready to take me. Fine. Okay? But 3 days, no water, no electricity, no internet, no telephone. So, yeah, I only missed 6 days last year. Anyway, so this year, every night except for Friday and Saturday. All right, so let's keep on keeping on. How am I doing tonight? I'm doing wonderful tonight, Chevy. Chevy 5-speed. Ooh, uh-oh. Think Again just retracted his message, and I was just getting ready to read it. All right, so back over to TikTok. Let's go some of these questions. Mason, dude, you're new here, and I don't really want to pick on you, but I'm gonna ask you politely, Mr. Mason Combs, Mason Combs. Dude, go take a look at SCHD. Go to a financial website. Look at how often they increase their dividends. Okay, and then look at what the yield is, and then look at how many years they've actually had dividends. Then come back and talk to me about SCHD. I do have DK and yet no. It's done well, Mason. Yeah, it's set up nicely this week and topped off with great earnings. Cool beans. Thoughts on Sono? No. I'd never heard of it. Okay, Mohammed, STSS, we looked at it earlier tonight. It was a no earlier tonight. Laughing my ass off, Joe. What rank jerk mate are you? Ooh, that's a good one. I don't remember. How do you react to it? I'm assuming you're talking about a stock that goes up and down without even knowing why. What do you use to see all the dividends happening? Christian, I go to Yahoo Finance and I look at historical performance. And I look at the history of the dividend payments. Alrighty. Fabry, his point is that he invests based on known reasons, not unknown reasons. Thank you, 86. Sandy, you like Tesla. Nothing wrong with that at all. You got in at 180. Cool beans. Good for you. Thoughts on Cube? No. Hasn't been around for 20 years. Not old enough yet. Some stocks are more vulnerable to positive than negative unknown reasons. You're right, Samuel. Yep. Hey, Tommy Lee. MSTY, no dividends, no thank you. Simple, right? SMCI, same thing. No dividends, no thank you. That's a no. Thank you, 86. Is it a long-term investment? No. I don't do long-term. The longest I've ever done was 9 months. I don't think that's what you meant. At this point, go with SPY instead. Oh, my God. Do you have any idea at all what the yield is for SPY? SPY. Oh, my goodness. SPY. Enter. SPY. You ready? Here it is right here. SPY. 1.1%. Why the hell are you telling someone to buy SPY if it's only paying 1.1%? For the year, not the week, not the month, not the quarter, the year, 1.1%. SPY, it's right there. The yield, 1.1%. You know what the yield is? You buy the stock, okay, 609.68. You take all the dividends that you collect, you add them all up together, and you divide it by the purchase price. And you come up with 1.17% for the year. Why the hell are you looking at SPY? But, hey, if it works for you, more power to you. All right, we got 1 minute left. Let's check out these other questions. So, Josh, no. Okay, Amesdraw, ConocoPhillips, SPY, not for dividends, it's for rather long-term investments, in your opinion. Okay. But still, 1.17% per year, it's 72, about 60 some odd years before you double your money. The rule of 72. Anyway, let's keep on going. COP, ConocoPhillips, like it. PBR, Luke. Okay, Amesdraw. Siri, I like Siri. Nike, Outlook doesn't look great for me. Okay. Tim Huff, what do you think about NOG? What's your analysis? NOG, I have no idea who that is. Okay, see, I've been investing for a while, for about 20 years now. I don't know everything. Okay, there's 9,875 different companies out there. I know the ones that consistently increase their dividend payments because that's my interest. My interest are companies that are consistently profitable. NOG, I've never heard of them. So I have no idea about them whatsoever. We're at 11:31. I'm usually done by 11:30. Now, I answer questions as best I can. NOG is going to be a no for me because I have no idea who the hell they are or what the hell they do. But wait, it gets worse. It does. Secretariat, dude, I have not heard from you in a while. Hey, James, you in Intel? How are you handling the recent surge rolling out a ways? Well, believe it or not, I jumped into Intel. I got out of Intel. Now I'm into Intel, I believe, at 22. Well, I'm in a very good position with Intel. So if it gets assigned, yeah, I made nice money off of it. But I don't want to get rid of it because it gives me 1% to 2% every single week. How do you choose the expiration date? 7 days. Every 7 days, there's an expiration date. So if I buy something today, I'm using next Friday as the expiration date. Top that baby, 1% per week. Thank you. Making a difference. Can you explain what a covered call entails? Making a difference. We talked about this last night. There are literally hundreds of videos explaining what a covered call is. Okay, a covered call, let's break it down a little bit. Covered means you're safe. You're covered. Hey, don't worry about it. You're covered. All right. Call is a call option or a call stock option. You're selling somebody the rights to buy it from you at a certain price by a certain date. Now, if we're looking at weeklies, this week, 14 February, that's tomorrow. Next week, 21 February, that's next Friday. 28 February, that's 3 Fridays away. 7 March, it's 4 Fridays away. So, a covered call is when you buy a stock. The one we're looking at right now is Microsoft. So we buy 100 shares of Microsoft, 410. We sell somebody the rights to buy it from us for the exact same price I just paid for it. So if I'm buying 410, okay, I sell it to somebody else at 410 using a covered call, I will get between $4.20 a share to $4.45 a share, which is about 1%. Now, 1% every single week comes to over 50% per year. And I'm pretty good with 1% per week. I'm okay with collecting 1% a week because I've been working since 1973. So every once in a while, since 1973, throw a little money into the kitty or into the nest egg. Now I'm at a point where I have a nest egg and I get 1% off of that every week. That allows me to pay my bills and live comfortably. Okay? What stock has you intrigued for next week? Uh-oh. There you go. Next week is, let's get out of here. This week right here. There's 58 companies here. 4, 8, 12, 13 companies here. 4, 6, 10, 12, 15, 16 companies here. 29 companies here. This is all the companies that are paying out dividends next week. Okay? Just take a look at them. Which one makes sense to you? Where's the high? Where's the low? Where is the flow? What does it normally do this time of year? All interesting questions. All right. Big JJ, we looked at Walgreens earlier today. I need another batch of t-shirts. Yes, I do. But, I have somebody working on my website. He's going to be adding the t-shirts. He's going to be adding the books. He's going to be adding a whole bunch of stuff that should be available. Now, if you've noticed, I have not tried to sell anyone anything. And that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to try to sell you into anything. Okay, I'm pretty sure if you want something, you'll figure out how to buy it because I have a bunch of shit for sale, but I'm not trying to sell you anything. Okay, and I do have a morning trading group. If you want to join, hey, join. I really just here to share information. Okay? AT&T, those numbers are good. Yes, they are, Daniel. No, you are right. Thank you, Daniel. I love Dory. Back again. Cool beans. AT&T. Ooh, NVDY. I watched an hour of. Okay. Samuel Johnson, how are you? Exxon. I love Exxon. Okay, Kingpin. We've already looked at A-Lab. Okay, we looked at it a long time ago. All right, Nippa. Just subscribe. Thank you for the information. Entertainment. Hey, you're welcome. Short life. Yeah, you retracted that message pretty quick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wow, I got a lot more questions to go. Okay, Samuel Johnson, NVDY. No. Sorry, dude. It doesn't fit. Favorite stock to invest in right now? Okay, Smokey, I can't tell you what to do. I could tell you what to do. You ready? Don't listen to a word I say. Do your own research. Find out what works for you. I'm showing you what works for me. I can't say what would work for you because I know nothing about you. KK, dude, I'm just getting ready to sign out. You're late, dude. Anyway, let's keep on going. Victor, what platform do you recommend you use, and what are my top companies? Okay, Victor, I'm going to tell you what I like. Now, I did write a book about 15 years ago on choosing the right trading platform. I did. It's still available on Amazon. But I use Thinkorswim because I've been using it for 20 years, and it hasn't changed at all. One of my pet peeves is getting comfortable with a computer system or getting comfortable with a trading platform, and then some brilliant college graduate says, well, let's change this, let's change that, and then they fuck up everything. Yeah, no. This hasn't changed in 20 years. Okay, so the guys who made this sold it to TD Ameritrade, and then TD Ameritrade got bought out by Charles Schwab. TD Ameritrade didn't change it. Charles Schwab didn't change it. So it's the exact same as it was 20 years ago. So I like knowing everything I know about it. Hasn't changed a bit. All right, let's keep on going. Cool, Daddy. I prefer dividend stocks. Do you have a favorite or sectors? Okay, Cool Daddy, I love dividend stocks. I really do. Specifically, those companies that have consistently increased their dividends to their shareholders for a minimum of 20 years. Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders. It's about 300 companies that have consistently increased their dividends. Those are the ones I love. And those are the ones I trade over and over and over and over again. It's the same thing every single week. The same stocks every single quarter. Let's keep on going. Mason, thoughts on SCHD? Yeah, you weren't listening at all. Christian, what do you use to seal dividend? We already did that one. Q, we did that one. We did that one. Wow, I did all these questions already. Did those questions. Did those questions. Can you explain a covered call? We did that one already. What's okay? Did that already. All right. Shoot dividend stocks with 20 years of increased dividends. We looked at WBA already. You need another t-shirt. Yep. No, you are right. Thank you very much. AT&T, love it. ALB, we already looked at that one. Bitcoin, no. I don't do cryptocurrency. What's yield max? A waste of my time. I'm curious, what are the position sizes and how many contracts? All right, time to delete. If I have $100,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. That's the 100,000. 98% of all my money is invested at all times. I have no reason to have cash available. What am I going to do with it? Okay, most of my cash is invested. Every single week, I get 1%. So let's say 100,000. Every single week, I get $1,000. What the hell am I going to spend $1,000 on? Okay, pay my bills. Good. Put the rest of it back in the market. Let it work. Okay, I don't spend that much money. So yeah, $1,000 a week is more than enough. But Telly Cherish, answer please. What is your next profit per month average? My net profit per month average? Well, last year it was 1.2% per week. Okay, that's over, I think it was like over 68, 70% last year. I don't know. It's written down somewhere. I'm waiting for you to check STSS. Okay, Muhammad, I already checked STSS hours ago. It was a no hours ago. It ain't going to be a yes now. Catch you on Sunday. I'll be here on Sunday. You must be very poor. Well, with that hairstyle. Oh my God. Looks like you're waiting for the Heel Bop Comet. The one and only Nicole. Oh, Nicole, how are you today? You don't like my hairdo? I'm 61 years old. My dad told me I'd be losing my hair by the time I'm 45. I'm 61. I still got it. Okay? Okay, when you're 61, then you come talk to me. Realm Sync. Alrighty. What's your best dividend paying stock? Well, last year it was a combination between Macy's, Walgreens, and Kohl's. Those are my three best ones last year. Okay, hey Rizzo, dude, you asked me about that twice tonight. JEPQ is a hell no. Can you give me two of your favorites this year so far? Yeah. Macy's, Walgreens, and what was the other one? Kohl's. Macy's, Walgreens, and Kohl's. Making a difference. Misty paid 2.2% this year. Hold that thought. There's a reason why I don't like Misty. Let's find out exactly what it is. MSTY. Okay. MSTY. Oh, Yield Max, Misty. PE ratio, nothing. Yield, nothing. Where do you see dividend there? I don't see dividend there anywhere. Okay. MSTY. That's the right one, right? Oh. MSTY. Okay. Net assets, NAV, PE ratio, nothing. Yield, nothing. Year-to-date return, beta, blah, blah, blah. Expense ratio, 99, blah, blah, blah. Oh, let's keep on looking. Let's look at historical data. Oh, look at that. It does have a dividend. Imagine that. Dividends only. Let's look at all the dividends. Okay. The very first dividend MST paid out April 2024. So this thing's not even a year old yet. Not even a year old yet. Look at the dividends. 413, 252. That's almost a 50% drop. 303, 233. From 303 to 233 is over 20% drop. Down to 194. That's 33, 40. That's about another 20% drop. 85, another 10% drop. 424, 42, 308. Another. No. The numbers just don't work. Are you looking? Not even 1 year. Not even 1 year. No. 2 decades, 20 years. This is not even one. And they're not all over the place. No consistency whatsoever. What is he trying to sell? Verona, I'm not selling anything. But, thank you for the insult. That works for me. What percentage of your account would you use on any given week? 98%. Okay, Mark the Realtor, 98% of my money is invested at all times. Listen closely. If I have $100,000, right, and I write covered calls on Monday, how much money am I making on Monday? I'm making $1,000. 1% of 100,000 is $1,000. So Monday I get $1,000. What am I going to do with it? I have no car payment. I have no mortgage, okay? My bills are less than $1,000 a month. I have paid almost nothing, okay? So what am I going to do with it? Why would I have cash sitting around? 98% of all my money is invested at all times. Every Monday, I get $1,000. 1% of 100,000. So I got 7 accounts. I share 3 of them with you guys. They're available for you to take a look at. You can check the numbers yourself. M. Myers, 70,000 annual pension, how to invest $1 million in savings. Sounds like an interesting dilemma. Oh, now you understand. All right. Nah, I'm not joking. I've just connected, so I can't understand what you're talking about. All right, you just got here. Okay, I'm just getting ready to leave. I got to finish up with the very last few questions that I have, and then I'm basically done for the night. And I won't see you guys again until Sunday. Time to delete. So, do you multiple plays per week to get your 1%? Yeah. Okay, anywhere between 4 and 8. Each account has between 4 and 8 positions. Hello from Jennifer. There we go. Oh, I'm almost done. Where is that list? Okay, Realm Sync. Are you ready? Here we go. Hope you got a pencil, paper, crayon, mascara, lipstick. I really don't care. I don't judge. You want to write with some lipstick? Here we go. Dividend Kings List 2025. Dividend Aristocrats List 2025. Dividend Champions List 2025. Dividend Contenders List 2025. And then just for the fun of it, let's do Warren Buffett's List 2025. Those 5 lists right there will give you about 300 companies that have consistently increased their dividends every single year for a minimum of 2 decades, 20 years. Except for the Warren Buffett's list. Some of those don't have dividends, but still good enough for Warren, good enough for me. Okay, Realm Sync. Yeah, Misty has, 9 dividend payments? 9, 10 payments. Not even 1 year. Okay, when I say 2 decades, Misty's not even at 1 year yet. No. It has $3 dividends. Really don't care. Okay, it's 1 year old. James, hey, new here. Have you looked at Zim? Yes, and it's a no. Check PLTY. That's a no also. Making a difference. But it's a $24 share and paid $2 a share. And I'm just thinking the most return for small investment. Hey, perfect. If it works. See, I don't ever tell anyone what to buy. Really, I don't. You think it's good for you? Perfect. You do it. You probably make more money than I do. I'm 61. I have no desire. And the younger generation just doesn't understand this. I have no desire whatsoever to deviate from what has worked for me for the past 15 years. Okay? The company you're talking about is not even 1 year old yet. Not even 1 year old yet. They can afford. Now, is that money from profits or is that money coming from venture capitalists or investors? Why? You're not even questioning why is the dividend so high on a brand new company. What did I miss? Mark the Realtor, you missed everything. Soundhound, no, not old enough. AM has had a dividend for a while. Who the hell is AM? Oh, there you go. AM, monthly options. No. Yeah, they may have had dividends for a long period of time. Hey, Garrett, GPC, Genuine Parts Corporation. They have increased their dividends. You ready? Increased every single year. Higher and higher and higher and higher. Ready for this? Are you ready? 7 decades. That's longer than you've been alive. 7 decades. That's longer than I've been alive. But I don't trade them because they have monthlies. And monthlies numbers just don't work. Okay? You can invest in anything you want. Okay, I don't tell anybody what to buy. I don't tell anybody what to sell. I don't give advice. I'm looking at numbers in stocks that you give me. Then I give you my opinion on what I think. That's for me. Okay, if you like SoundHound, great, you buy it. If you like AM, great, you buy it. You ask my opinion. For me, it's a no. For me. Okay, if it works for you, great. Awesome. That's wonderful. I applaud you. You're investing, you're taking action, you're actually doing something proactive for your financial future. That's wonderful. That's awesome. It doesn't work for me. Okay, I like simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% every single week. I cannot get it with a monthly optionable stock unless I decide to sit in front of my computer every single day. No, ain't doing it. Okay, you live your life your way, I'll live my life my way. I do dividend stocks that are consistently profitable. That means 20 years, 2 decades of consistently increasing profits. Okay, and then weekly options. That's it. I have 2 criteria and only 2. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. I don't care how pretty that cowboy boots are and that new shot. No, if it don't fit, it don't fit. No thanks. I appreciate your knowledge, just trying to understand your thoughts so that I can learn from you. Making a difference, my dear, you are young. You have plenty of time to make a whole bunch of mistakes. Find a strategy that works for you. This one here, Dividend Capturing 2.0, the one I came up with for my 9-year-old daughter, simple, safe, predictable, consistent. That's what it is. It only makes about 1 to 2% per week. And I'm terribly sorry if 1 to 2% per week is not good enough for you guys. I'm terribly sorry. Am I going to change my thinking because what you think is different than mine? No. It's been working for me for the past 15 years. I have no intention whatsoever in changing whatsoever. Okay? I live a very comfortable life. I enjoy my life. 1% a week works perfectly for me. Okay? Certain one pays out every week. You time them. Yeah, why not? So you pick 4 to 8 companies a week. Yep. Good night, James. See you on Sunday. Gotcha. Tafisco. Just getting ready to leave, dude. Terribly sorry. You're just getting here. I'm just leaving. Okay, I'm here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, only because the market opens up the next day. Okay, there's no market on Friday. There's no market on Saturday, no market on Sunday, so I'm not here Friday night and Saturday night. Okay? You're welcome, young lady, and hope you enjoy your weekend. All right. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you on Sunday night. Even though there's no trading on Monday, I'll still see you Sunday night. All right, have a great night, everyone. Miss Amy, give me a buzz. Or send me a number, and I'll give you a call. Oh, also, before I leave, if you want to chat with me, send me your number. I will give you a call. Okay? It's that simple. Okay? I do not Telegram. I do not WhatsApp. I don't do crypto. I don't do Forex. I don't do quick, what do they call those things? Quick contracts, smart contracts. I don't do those. Okay? Dividend investing only. If you get an email or a text saying it's me, it's probably not. There's 30 people pretending to be me. So, that's why I always say, you want to chat, send me a number, I'll call you. Have a great night, everyone, and see you again Sunday. Oh, I didn't say bye to you guys down here, did I? Oh, I'm plugging that damn thing anyway. Unplug. And bye to you guys down here.